let's meet the lineups for today's game. The starters for the Suncoast Chargers. Leading off at shortstop, number 8, Jack Gallagher. The center fielder, number 11, Charlie Nichols. The second baseman, number 15, Jack Stafford. The designated hitter, number 2, Johnny Amanica. The left fielder, number 7, Duke Thrush. The first baseman, number 22, Chris Lutz. The right fielder, number 13, Angel Perez. The catcher, number 41, Mikey Sauer. The third baseman, number 4, Roman Siaka. Today's pitcher for the Chargers, number 12, Jacob Bachman. And the rest of the lineup, number 9, Zach Epstein. Number 21, TJ Reeder. Number 1, Landon Perez. Number 32, Garrett Parkins. Number 29, Matt Lambertson. And the coach for the Chargers, Duke Thrust. And now, let's meet the Jupiter Christian Eagles. The non-starters today, number 18, Lucas Castles. Number 16, Dalton Moore. Number 1, Nikki Galuzzo. Number 9, Hayden Hollick. Number 6, Britt Costura. Number 15, Rob Smithwick. Number 4, Walker Shaddix. Number 10, Wesley Johnson. And now for today's starters, the leadoff hitter playing shortstop, number 2, Jay Carnicella. Batting second, the right fielder, number 11, Garrett Standiford. The left fielder, number 12, Noah Noonan. Batting cleanup, catcher, number 17, Clayton Moore. The second baseman, number 5, Dom Galuzzo. The center fielder, number 8, Christian Hollick. The third baseman, number 7, Nathan Espinal. The first baseman, number 13, Mike Rohde. And pitching today, number 3, Zach Morgan.
Here we are, senior day for Jupiter Christian. They are hosting Suncoast High School, a team they play several times each fall in the Fall League. Jack Gallagher, the leadoff hitter. Zach Morgan hits it sharp to Nathan Espinal, who picks it up, flips it over to first. One down, one pitch, one out. Zach Morgan is coming off a complete game, beautiful performance.
11, Charlie Nichols.
Last week against Highland Christian, I believe, where he threw very efficiently over the full 7 innings. The number 2 hitter for Suncoast came up the bat with a gold chain hanging out of his uniform. The umpire made him take it off for player safety. Just outside. We're here at Roger Dean Stadium. Nice curveball for a strike. This is the home of both the St. Louis Cardinals single A minor league affiliate and the Florida Marlins single A affiliate, but it's also the stadium where both major league clubs play their spring training games. Hard hit to center field. Christian Hullick drifting back, makes the grab, 2 outs.
Now batting for the Chargers, the second baseman, number 15, Jack Stafford.
Zach Morgan likes to work quickly. He doesn't waste a lot of time on the hill. Curveball hangs up too high to swing at. Zach's fastball's in the 78 to 80 mile an hour range typically. There's a curveball, breaks inside sharply, but he's got a very sharp and late breaking curveball and a little backdoor slider that kind of moves away from right-handed hitters, counterintuitive. But what he's very effective at is hitting his spots and mixing speeds and pitches with the same motion, like he did just there. So you never know what's coming until he releases it. 1-2 count. Roller to third base. Espinal comes up with it, throws it way over the first baseman's head, and it's out of play. Runner goes to second.
Harmonica.
The DH coming up. I expect to see some errors, especially all over the field. Playing in a stadium like this is very different than a high school field. The backgrounds are different, just like shooting is different when you play in an arena in basketball versus a high school gym. There's a hard hit ball to left field. Comes to Noonan. The runner's going. There's the pivot, and it's too late. It looked like the third baseman got the ball stuck in his glove when he was turning to make the cutoff throw, and it gave the runner that one extra step. Unearned run on Morgan. 1-0 Suncoast.
Now batting the left fielder, number 7, Duke Thrush.
This is the coach's son. He hits a fly ball to shallow right, and that's going to drop. They had him playing the pull, and he hit it just inside fair territory, and it scores the run. There were 2 outs, so the runner was off on contact and scored easily. So it's
the Chargers, the first baseman, number 22, Chris Lutz.
His first pitch to Loops, he fouls it back. The Eagles started off strong, 2 outs and 4 pitches, but an overthrow on a ground ball has led to 2 runs. Nice 2-out rally, making something out of nothing by Suncoast. Nice curveball. He hits it sharp to right. That should be an out. Oh. Right fielder held up. Ball dropped in front of him. That looked like a ball that was catchable, but it's one you have to commit to and go for right from the start. If you hesitate at all, it drops for a single.
Cruz. Let's go, Cruz.
Fouled off. Jammed him up nicely. Brings a slider in tight. 1-1. Looks the runner back. Curveball low. 2-1 count to Cruz. Nice pitch. Threw him the changeup, froze him. Evens the count up. Nice curveball. Slow grounder to second. Galuzzo makes the play, and that's the end of the inning. We head to the bottom of the first.
Inning of play, the score, Suncoast 2 and Jupiter Christian coming to bat.
Okay, we're ready for the bottom of the first inning. Eagles trailing. After a rough first inning, we got Jay Carnicella leading off as usual. He fouls the first pitch back. Two-one count. Timeout. Pitcher would make an adjustment. A lot of uniform adjustments already in the first inning for Suncoast. Fastball low. This pitcher looks to be throwing about roughly the same velocity as Zach Morgan for the Eagles, maybe a little slower, mile an hour, 2 at the most. Upper 70s. He throws straight overhand, so the ball comes down at a sharp angle. Walks first batter on 5 pitches, and that brings up Garrett Standifer.
Now batting for Jupiter Christian, the right fielder, number 11, Garrett Standifer.
He squares the bunt and misses it. I haven't seen the bunt work yet this season for the Eagles. They've tried it a number of times, but at least at the beginning of the game like this, never actually put it in play or made contact. It's been a struggle. That pitch is a little faster. Looks like he elevated the velocity a little, maybe 80, 81. Fouls it back. Eagles had a hit and run on. Carnicella will have to go back to first. Wind is blowing in from right center, 10 to 15 miles an hour. So if there's any players who had dreams of hitting one out today, it isn't going to happen. Fouls it off. He's a little late on the fastball. Still 0-2. I'd look for something high here. They don't want to waste a pitch low and let the runner go. Pick off. Another foul ball. We're still 0-2 on Standifer with a runner on first and no outs. Another pickoff throw. Carnicella back in plenty of time. Pitcher throws pretty hard to first base, but his move is not the quickest. He might have a quicker move, and that's just his, that might just be his sucker move. He delivers inside, ball one.
Nice pitch.
Suncoast crowd and dugout wanted strike 3. Brings the changeup inside. Standifer fouls it. Pitcher's doing a decent job of throwing timing off. He's throwing fastballs outside that Standifer's fouling off late, and then he brought a changeup inside that he fouled off early. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, the pickoff throw gets by the first baseman. He's going to go all the way to third base. See, there was an example. Watching that play, the first baseman, just as the ball got to his glove, he took his eyes off the ball and looked down at the runner to make the tag. 1 split second too soon. Whenever you get a throw like that at first base, you have to secure the ball, look it all the way into your glove, and then drop the tag. Eventually you get burned doing it that way. Ball outside. Standifer's doing a very good job working the pitcher. Ooh. Suncoast wanted that to be strike 3. Foul ball off the plate. Well, Standifer started off 0-2. He's worked the count to 3-2, fouled off a number of pitches. Hits it sharply to center field. Oh, they had the center fielder in very, very shallow with the wind blowing in. That brings in a run for the Eagles, 2-1.
For Jupiter Christian, the left fielder, number 12, Noah Noonan.
Mikey.
2-2 count to Noonan now.
Finish that, bud.
On the ground is short. He looks to throw to third. Nice play. Serious high school shortstop play there. Saw he couldn't get the runner at third. Still had the presence of mind and the quickness to make the throw to first and get the out. So now catcher.
Batting for Jupiter Christian, the catcher, number 17, Clayton Moore.
PA announcer very excited. Little pop up to first base.
Nice pitch.
He threw him low and away. And when you try and pull that low away outside pitch, you're going to pop it up to the right side of the infield.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 5, Tom Galuzzo.
Galuzzo, probably the Eagles' best clutch hitter. See if he can come through here with 2 outs and a runner on third. Fastball, looked like 80, 81 miles an hour. They don't have the radar gun turned on here at the field. Normally it would flash on the scoreboard, but they're not doing that for this game.
Nice block. Way to work, Mikey.
Counts even to Galuzzo. This pitcher's got an unusual motion. He comes way over the top. It used to be pretty common. You don't see it much anymore. So the ball comes down at a sharper downward angle than the average, say 8 to 12 degree downward angle. He's maybe 12 to 15 degrees. Nice pitch, looked like a cut fastball. Got some nice horizontal movement. Suncoast still has their outfielders in very shallow, especially in center. They paid for it earlier. Oh, there's a pass ball. Standifer's coming. Oh, and the catcher bobbled the ball. They had him, but the catcher bobbled it. He was rushing to make the throw, and that ties the game.
Mikey, way to get in front of that. Hard job.
Galuzzo steps back in. His RBI was taken off the deck for him.
There you go.
Foul tip, caught, strike 3. Nice job by the catcher. Eagles tie it up 2-2. Mike Stowers in. Top of the second. Nice pitch by Morgan. Strokes at the left. Noonan comes in, makes the running grab. Nice catch by the senior. Contrast that with the first inning. Similar hit ball to right field. Like I was saying, you have to commit to catching that when the ball leaves the bat and go for it. If you hesitate at all, it's going to drop in front of you for a single. And with no one on base, you might as well take your shot. Inside. Morgan doesn't fall behind in the count very often. It's an interesting thing about Morgan. He's so efficient that when he does fall behind in the count, a lot of times he ends up walking a guy on 4 pitches, which is actually better than walking him on 6 or 7. Beautiful day for baseball. A little too breezy for long home run balls. And he walks them on 4 pitches. 90% of the batters he faces, he gets ahead in the count, makes the batter react to him. When he does fall behind, he tends to walk the guy quickly and move on.
Let's go, Jack.
Strike. Nice curveball. Wouldn't be surprised to see him come back with another one. Maybe move it in a little further inside. Oh. Drops the changeup on him. He's got him off balance now in 0-2. Maybe waste one high. Runners going, they have him picked off. First baseman Michael Rohde makes the exchange, throws to Carnicella, and it's 1 down. Nice pickoff move by Morgan. Nice exchange by Rohde. Nice tag by Carnicella. Senior to senior to senior on senior day. Curveball hit right back to the mound. 2, and that's 3 outs. 1, 2, 3 inning.
Christian Hollick.
Center fielder Christian Hullick steps in. We got a timeout on the field. Umpire getting a little persnickety about where the fielder protecting the warm-up catcher sits. He must know we're videotaping. Hullick steps in. Strike 1. Strike 2. Good fastball. Here's the 0-2. Curveball outside. Fouls it back. One-two pitch to Hullick. Outside. Hullick's worked it back to a full count.
Hey, own it. Let's go.
Hullick strokes it. Clean line drive. Gets into the gap. Stand-up double. Nice piece of hitting with a 3-2 count.
Now batting for JCS, the third baseman, number 7, Nathan Espinal.
Espinal steps in. Runner on second. No outs. 2-2 game in the bottom of the second inning. Little bloop. Fouled on the right field line. Strike 1. Fastball outside corner. Nice velocity on that one. Always funny to hear the constant stream of guidance from parents in the bleachers, as though they know more than the coaches. Espinal calls time. Fouls back. Good job staying alive, 0-2. Can't really waste a pitch with a runner on second, at least not low. Gets in the dirt. Lets the runner get to third. Look for something high, maybe. They call it on the inside corner. Here's.
Now batting for the Eagles, the first baseman, number 13, Mike Rohde.
Brody steps up. He's got his stance closed. It looks like he's trying to go backside. And he does. Gets it to first base and does his job, advances the runner. Exactly what the Eagles needed in that situation from Rohde. He hit it to the right side of the field and advanced Christian Hullick to third base with 1 out. I'm sorry, now there's 2 outs.
Pitcher, number 3, Zach Morgan.
Fly ball, shallow right, could be trouble. Oh, looked like the right fielder lost it. That was definitely a catchable ball, but he let it drop at his feet. It's an RBI for Zach Morgan. Timeout is coach comes out to talk with the pitcher. Walker Shaddix has gone in the courtesy run for the pitcher. So now we got Jay Carnicella up. Runner on first, 2 outs. Runner goes, ball's in the dirt. Stolen base. Hey, Mom. Jupiter Christian Eagles basketball coach Brian Mulligan and his family coming in to watch the game. Fresh off taking the Eagles boys basketball team to the state Final Four this year and the best record in school history. Carnicella hits it in the air to shallow left. He makes the grab, and that's the inning.
Now at the bottom of the third for Suncoast, it's the center fielder, number 11, Charlie Nichols.
Nichols at the plate. We've got Rob Smithwick on the mound for the Eagles. Good fastball. Very effective, sharp, late-breaking curveball. Eagles going from a lefty to a righty now. First pitch a little low. Rob can throw up into the mid-80s. He typically is throwing 81 to 84, but I've seen him pop 185 now and then. Fouled off late. That looked like the slider Rob's been working on this year. 2-1 count. Coach Lord shifts center fielder Christian Hullick over towards right, picking up on the late swing of current hitter. Ooh, nice pitch, but called it just off the inside corner.
Now batting for Suncoast, the second baseman, number 15, Jack Stafford.
Suncoast gets a leadoff runner. Stafford up. Oof. Tight strike zone for Smith tonight. Rob tends to live on the corners. He needs that call from the umpire. Runner's going. Throws a little low. No chance. Oh, he slipped off the bag. He actually slid past the bag. Galuzzo did a nice job almost getting him out, but he got back just in time. Heads up play by Galuzzo there. Eagles got a runner like that day before yesterday against Highland Christian. In the dirt. 2-0. Rob's struggling a little bit. Not sure what happened there. The umpire made Smithwick do something to his pant leg or his shoe. Checks the runner. Ball 4. So we start the inning off with 2 walks. Coach Lord is going to come out and talk with Smithwick. There after the timeout. Smithwick delivers. Throwing hard. Strike 1. Almost looked like he was aiming a little bit with the first 2 batters, not bringing his full velocity. One thing you learn as a pitcher, if you try and aim, if you don't throw hard, you're not going to be effective. Curveball in the dirt. His curveball's a little off right now. I'm sure he'll get it dialed in pretty soon, though. Just outside. Line drive up the middle. That's going to be trouble. Christian Hullick picks it up in center. Hits the cutoff man, and that was the smart play right there. A less experienced outfielder would have tried to throw the runner out at home, and there was no chance. Instead, he hit the cutoff man, which prevented the runner on second from advancing to third and being in a much easier position to score. Statistically, you learn that less than half of runners on second base end up scoring, but about 70% of runners on third end up scoring, especially when there's fewer than 2 outs. So that was the right play. Keep the runner from advancing. Up the middle, Galuzzo makes the stop. Oh, nice flip to Carnicella, to Rhodey for the scoop, and they get the double play. But they didn't see the runner going home. It was a beautiful scoop by Rhodey. Senior to senior to senior again. Great sliding catch by Galuzzo. Pitches it to Carnicella, who skips the throw to Rhodey. Unfortunately, they kind of lost track of the runner who was coming home. They might have had a triple play if they had been watching that runner. That gives the Chargers the lead. 4-3 here in the top of the third. Slice is fouled down the left field line. Strike 3. It looked like the ball hit the shortstop's glove, went forward, and then he reached for it, and that's when he hit the run.
That's what I thought. But you know, if the runner establishes his own pace,
Well, the runner was past him already too, so he did his job, and but it's hard to say. But
all right, I'm gonna go over and say hello.
Zach Morgan's dad asking about what the replay looked like on a play from yesterday's game against Weinbaum Yeshiva, a runner interference play that actually looked like we got the benefit of a missed call, but missed calls tend to even out over the course of a season, positive and negative. Standifer's got a 1-1 count. He doubled to left center last time. He hit a shallow line drive that he hits it almost to the same spot, but pops it up. Left fielder makes the play. They still have their outfielders in awful shallow, even after several Eagles players have hit it past them to the gap.
Now batting for JCS, the left fielder, number 12, Noah Noonan.
Let's go, Suncoast!
Noonan pops it up. Not unexpected. Earlier in the game, I talked about how this pitcher delivers from a high arm slot, has a sharp downward angle on his pitch, is sharper than normal. So the pitch is coming in at a sharper downward angle, and that's going to cause a lot of players to hit underneath the ball and pop it up. And almost all of the Eagles' outs today have either been strikeouts or pop-ups. I believe only 2 groundouts, a chopper to short, and a roller to first. Everything else has been up in the air. Swing and a miss at a curveball in the dirt. I think Clayton knew he chased a bad pitch there. Clayton, like the Eagles' other 2 tall players, Noonan and Hullock, tend to get a lot of curveballs, especially early in the count. There's another curveball. Now he's 0-2. No one on base. I'd look for either a fastball up around the chin, trying to get him to chase something that's tough to hit, or a curveball in the dirt. With no one on base, you can throw it in the dirt and not worry. It's going to be low and outside. Yep. That was the slider, or cut fastball. Hard to tell. Now he's 1-2. I'd expect him to go back to the curveball. Chopper back to the mound, over the pitcher's head, picked up by the second baseman. That's probably E4. Courtesy runner. In for Clayton Moore, the catcher, so he has time to get his gear on.
Running at first base for JCS, number 10, Wesley Johnson.
He's actually not a pinch runner. If he was a pinch runner, that would be an actual substitution.
The second baseman, number 5, Dom Galuzzo.
Courtesy runners are allowed in high school baseball for the pitcher and catcher. That helps them get ready to go out and get the next inning started. Speed games up. Galuzzo hits it sharp foul down the third base line. Another foot inside, and would have been a nice clean double down the line, maybe scored a run. As it is, it's just strike 1. Eagles scored a run off drawing a pickoff throw in the first inning that let the runner go from first to third and then score. Oh, that's a wild pitch. 55-foot curveball. And he's going to go for third. It bounced away from the catcher and first to third. That's the second time in 3 innings. The Eagles have had a runner go from first to third on a misplay. That ordinarily should have been one base. Galuzzo's got an RBI waiting for him now with 2 outs. He's ahead in the count. He can look for a pitch and drive it. And work him outside. That pitch looked like it was a little outside. I'm lined up right on the outside corner of the plate from my vantage point. That looked like it was about a ball width outside, but high school umpires tend to call the outside corner very aggressively in favor of the pitcher and the inside corner in favor of the batters. It's just how it is. In the dirt, nice block by the catcher, walks Galuzzo. Oh, no, that's ball 3. Runners on. Galuzzo strokes one. It's hit hard, deep. Center fielder tries to make a diving catch. Can't come up with it. Galuzzo drives in the run. Stand-up double. Ties the game.
The center fielder, number 8, Christian.
Galuzzo hit that ball hard. About 330 feet, maybe 320. If you can see on the video, if you continue his hit out in the straight line, the fence is at about 385. So he hit it about 40, 50 feet short of the fence. A nice shot, took off well. Again, that pitch actually looked like it was a strike. It was right on the inside corner, but as I said, most high school umps will give the batter the inside corner advantage and the pitcher the outside corner advantage. Hullick doubled to left center last time up. There's the pickoff play. Galuzzo gets back in time. Always cracks me up when fans from the team on the field will yell "got him" when he's clearly safe. On that play, I heard 2 fans yell "got him" while the throw was still on its way to second base. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Just water or soda?
Yeah, no, just water. Thanks. Two and 0 to Hullick. There's the strike. Sharply fouled on the third base line. 2-2 count to Hullick. You could hear the groaning of the Suncoast fans, but as you could see from the video right behind home plate, that ball actually broke into the left-handed batter's box. It wasn't close. Full count to Hullock. Situation where you want to be aggressive. And he strokes at the left. Over the left fielder's head. He's running all day. They're sending him. And he's going all the way. And it rolled back. A fortunate bounce back to the catcher for Suncoast that prevented Hullock from scoring on the play. But a triple deep to the left field corner. Bounced just shy of the warning track, about 325 feet. Be aggressive. And he strokes at the left. Over the left fielder's head. He's running all day. They're sending him. That brings up Nate Espinal. Nice two-out rally for the Eagles here in the bottom of the third to take the lead 5-4. And it's still going. Espinal struck out looking his last time up on a tough call, inside pitch that didn't look like a strike. Ooh, little chin music there. Ball three, and Hullock's going to score easily. You missed it. Just right to the catch. Thank you so much. You're a lifesaver, man. Thank you. Oh, and Morgan's hit. I'm sorry, not Espinal's hit by the pitch. I'll take a moment here to thank Zach Morgan's dad, Jeff, for getting the cameraman a much-needed bottle of water stuck out here in the bright sun. Eagles now with a runner on second, a runner on first. Brody at the plate. Last time up, he grounded out to first base. Good eye by Rhodey. Rhodey has that closed stance. It makes it easier to go backside, or as we used to call it in the old days, opposite field. Closed stance is when your front foot is closer to home plate than your back foot. Timeout by the catcher. Coming back off a timeout where the Suncoast coach visited the mound, and Rhodey steps in, heading the count 2-0. Runner on first, Nate Espinal, and it's 3-0. Eagles have scored 3 runs this inning on a long 2-out rally, punctuated by Christian Hullock's triple to the left field corner. Ball 4, Rhodey walks on 4 pitches. Zach Morgan comes to the plate. Swing and a miss. This pitcher changes speeds nicely for Suncoast. When he wants to, he can throw with decent high school velocity there. That was low 80s.
Zach Morgan.
There's the timeout. Back in play. Nice curveball. Morgan's behind in the count 0-2. One of those rare players who throws lefty but bats righty. I've only ever known one other one like that. Kid I played with when I was 12 years old, 1,000 years ago. Strikes him out. So we head to the top of the fourth.
Come up with 3 runs in the bottom of the third. We've played number 13, Angel Perez.
I believe that's Angel Cruz, not Angel Perez. Nice curveball from Rob Smithwick. He was just a little off in that first inning. That's the kind of curveball I'm used to seeing from Rob. Another beautiful curveball. Again, the umpire is nitpicking over where the protective player stands in the bullpen. Three curveballs in a row. That one's foul. Outside corner, like the high school umps love to give, and Smithwick sits him down. Strikeout looking, 1 out. Eagles throw it around and get a little sloppy. Oh, that was a nice looking curveball. You can see the Eagles elementary school, actually kindergarten, pre-kindergarten, they call the lower campus cheerleaders. They've also made appearances at the basketball games. Fan favorites. Smithwick getting into a groove now. Strike. Foul tip. That curveball working. He's got them off balance. Oh, hits him on the arm. I'll bet he's got to come out of the game. Yes, he does. I had a teammate once get hit on the elbow like that. When you get hit on the back side of the elbow, upper arm side of the elbow, it actually can make you dizzy. It's a nerve in there that when it gets hit, causes real problems in the short term. But in Smithwick's case, if you're going to throw ball 4, you might as well make the other team think when they get up to bat. Pick off. That was Rob's ordinary move. He's got a quicker one than that. That one's just designed to create complacency.
Number 29, Matt Lambertson.
In the dirt, nice block by Clayton Moore. One nice thing about this game, you have two schools that take academics very seriously, Jupiter Christian and Suncoast, one of the top-rated public schools in the United States. And he's going. Curveball, they picked the right pitch, no chance. No chance to get him. They stole on the right pitch on a curveball. Just took too long for Clayton Moore to get hold of the ball to make the throw. Curveball just takes too long to get there. In the dirt, catch by Moore. Got one out, runner on third. Nice fastball. That was 83, 84. He's got a 2-2 count. Just blow it by him here. Sit the runner down. Oh, what a beautiful curveball. Freezes him and strikes him out. Huh? The scoreboard had said there was a 2-2 count. Looks like the scoreboard was mistaken there. The umpire said that was only strike 2. Oh, in the dirt, gets by Clayton Moore. That cuts the lead to 1 run, 6-5 here in the top of the 4th. Jack Gallagher batting for Suncoast. I think he's their leadoff hitter. I don't have a scorebook in front of me, but back and forth game. That's what you want to see. A few too many miscues on both sides, but it's an entertaining game. Blocked by Moore. Oh, runner decided to hold up. Eagles trying to get a double play ball here. Nice pitch. 2-1. Runner's going. Fouled off. They had a hit and run in the works. And it resets. Slow grounder to short. Let's see if they can turn 2. Carnicella to Galuzzo, but that play took too long to develop. It was a slow roller. Nothing they could do. Fielder's choice. Runner on first, 2 outs.
Number 11, the center fielder, Charlie Nichols.
Nichols comes to the plate, trying to extend the inning for the Chargers. Nice curveball. Runner started to steal and held up. Looks like they're doing a fake steal to distract the pitcher. Sometimes that's all you got to do is get the pitcher's concentration a little bit off of throwing strikes and you can get him to start breaking down. Runner's going. Curveball. Scoreboard's wrong again out there. They got it right now. 1-1 count. I suspect the Chargers might be picking signs from the Eagles because they've been very successful at stealing only on curveballs today. When you see a team consistently guess right and steal on curveballs, where it's easier to steal because the pitch is slower and takes longer to get to the catcher, you start to wonder if maybe the signs are getting stolen. Stroke to left field. Noah Noonan comes in. He's going to try and make the play at home. Oh, the throw's offline. But beautiful job. Oh. Espinal cut the ball off. They had the runner out at first off the base, and he overthrew Rowdy at first base. Noonan did a great job hustling to hold that runner at third, but then the throw to first to try and pick off the runner that the batter sailed over the first baseman's head, let the run score. That's 2 runs this inning for the Chargers, all on walks and errors. The Eagles have to tighten up here and get out of this inning. Hit hard. Left center field. Christian Hullick drifts over, but nope. He defers to Noah Noonan, who had a better angle on the ball, and that's 3 outs. Carnicella leading off the bottom of the 4th. Shiaka's the new pitcher for the Chargers. This will be a little bit of an adjustment for the Eagles hitters. Not so much in terms of velocity, but pitching motion and arm slot. This pitcher throws 3/4. Their prior pitcher threw straight overhand. Marcella pops it up foul. Carnicella strokes at the right, directly at the right fielder, who makes the grab. 1 out.
Now batting for the
Sometimes you hit it hard and it goes right to somebody.
right fielder, number 11, Garrett Standifer.
Standifer up. 1 for 2 on the day. Standing up a little too much on his follow through. Missing high and outside. Pops it up in the sun. Nice grab by the second baseman. 2 down.
Now batting for the Eagles, the left fielder, number 12, Noah Noonan.
Noonan's had a couple nice plays in left field today already. See if we can get a 2-out rally started for the Eagles. Curveball. He adjusted to it nicely, fouled it off. You could see him. If you rewind this and watch it, you'll see he was looking fastball, recognized the curve, held up his swing, and it was a nice job by Noonan. Steps off. Grounder up the middle, that's trouble. Base hit. Sometimes it's not how hard you hit it, it's where you hit it. He hit it in exactly the right spot. That brings up
for JCS,
Clayton Moore.
the catcher, number 17, Clayton Moore.
Wind has changed. Early in the game it was blowing straight in from right center field. 10 miles an hour with gusts of about 15. Now it's blowing from left field, from right field to left field across your screen, and kind of swirling back this way from left field. If you look at right field, you see the flags are blowing with the wind going from right field to left field, but I'm getting wind in my face from left field, so the wind's blowing over towards left field and hooking back. Kind of a swirl. Two-0 count on Clayton Moore. I think we lost a pitch there with a camera glitch. Don't worry, nothing happened. Moore hits it hard to short. That could be the double play. Up. 2 outs. They got their force. Innings over. Here we are on the top of the 5th. The Eagles have made 2 substitutions. Walker Shaddix has gone in at first base.
Now batting number 2.
And Caden Hullock, number 9, has gone in at third base. We've got Nathan Espinal on the mound now for the Eagles.
Pitching for JCS, number 7, Nathan Espinal.
Pops it up. Shaddix is in foul territory. That's a tough chance with the wind. Oh, that ball blew back in away from him. Tough chance. One pitch. On ball, hard hit to second base. Galuzzo, Shaddix, we got 1 out.
Now batting for Suncoast, number 7, Duke Thrush.
Hard hit again to Galuzzo at second. He bobbles it, but he's got a chance. Oh, tough one. E4. Good second effort by Galuzzo, but ball just got too far away from him.
Chargers, number 22, Chris Lutz.
Except for the first run of the game that the Chargers scored, pretty much all of their runs have been unearned. Combination of walks, errors, and wild pitches and pass balls. Missed opportunities for the Eagles. Nice curveball Evens the count 1-1. Eagles' runs have come from some timely hitting and a few miscues by the Chargers, especially pickoff throws to first and a couple of wild pitches. Nice curveball. Two outs now. Chance to get out of this inning without any damage done from the air.
Now batting number 1, Landon Perez.
Ooh. That bounced way out in front of the plate. Clayton Moore did a good job reacting to that. Stopping the pass ball or wild pitch. Two-0 count. 3-0. Chopper up the middle. Carnicella, the force out. And you see Coach Mulligan walking back from officiating the
Now leading off
fun race between innings. We're in the bottom of the fifth now.
Number 5, Dom Galuzzo.
Galuzzo leading off. He doubled earlier in the game. The Eagles went down 1-2-3 in the prior inning. Got to get something going here. Three and out. Pitcher's throwing decent speed, low 80s. There's strike one. There's a swing and a miss. Full count to Galuzzo. Strike three. 3 fastballs. That last one might have been ball 4, but it was close enough that you couldn't risk taking that pitch.
Christian, number 8, Christian Hollick.
Hullock coming to the plate against the prior pitcher. He doubled to left center and then tripled to the left field corner. Let's see what he does with this new pitcher who's been effective so far. Curveball over the outside half. Yeah, he's hit fastballs his last 2 times up. I wouldn't be surprised if they work him mostly breaking balls this at bat. Fastball way outside. I think that was a chase pitch, and they're going to come back with another breaking ball. That pitch is just designed to set up the next curveball. He pops it up. That could be trouble. Nope, second baseman gets it. Good job fighting the sun.
Now batting for the Eagles, the pitcher, number 7, Nathan Espinal.
Espinal had struck out and was hit by a pitch his last time up. Ooh, that one got away from him. That looked like a curveball where he just lost grip on the ball. Two outs here in the bottom of the 5th, no runners. Espinal knew that was the pitch he should have swung at. You could see as he turned away. 1-1 count. This new pitcher for the Chargers has retired 5 straight. Waste one outside. 2-1. Pops it up. Out of it's foul territory. First baseman coming in makes the grab.
We go to the top of the 6th with the score tied. The Chargers 6 and the Eagles 6.
Well, here we are.
Leading off
Top of the
top
6th.
of the 6th for Suncoast, number 41, Mikey Sauer.
What a great experience for both teams, getting to play in a stadium that just a month ago a number of major league teams played in for spring training. Eagles pitchers, with the exception of Zach Morgan in the first 2 innings, have been just a little bit off. They haven't thrown poorly. They're just the slightest bit off their best that I've seen them at. That's all it takes in pitching. You miss by 2%, and that's the difference between winning and losing. But just like Rob Smithwick in his 2nd inning pitching, he sharpened up and started showing that great breaking ball. Looks like Espinal is sharpening up too. He gets him to hit a breaking ball softly back to the mound. Jogs over, tosses it to first for the easy out. 1 down.
Now batting for Suncoast, number 4, Roman Siaka.
I'm betting that name is pronounced Shaka, but can't be sure. Nice pitch, low 80s, outside half of the plate, bottom of the letters. Coach Lord shifting the center fielder over to swing late. Coach Lord, he saw that the batter was late getting his bat around on that outside pitch, and immediately shifted the center fielder over for a later swing. All season, Coach Lord and his staff have been, ooh, that was a nice pitch. But, like I've said several times on this game, high school umpires tend to give the inside corner to the batter and the outside corner to the pitcher. And he hits it late, just like Coach Lord anticipated. Standifer makes the easy grab in shallow right, and that's 1 out. Defensive positioning is something a lot of casual fans don't appreciate, but if your fielders are in the right position, they'll turn hard hit balls into easy outs. And it helps when the head coach of your high school team was a defensive strategies coach at the major league level. There's a ground ball to short. Nice play by Carnicella, and that's the inning.
Number 4, Walker Shaddix.
Two 2-0 count to Shaddix. Squares the bunt, pulls back. That's a 3-0 count. Scoreboard's a pitch behind. Let's see if Coach Lord has.
Now batting for Jupiter Christian, number 9, Caden Hollick.
Let's see if they have Hullick bunt here to move the runner. 6-6 in the bottom of the 6th. Might be time to play for 1 run. And he does. He takes it. And the runner's safe at second. Stolen base for Shaddix. And just like that, you got a runner in scoring position with a 1-0 count. They might have him bunt again. Coach Lord's telling him to hit it to the right side of the field, to first base, second base, right field side, so the runner can advance to third with potentially 1 out and score on a ground ball or a sacrifice fly, but it might be a bunt. Oh! Nice backup by the center fielder. Pickoff throw got by, but the center fielder was where he should be. Saved the runner from going to third. I'm wondering if Coach Lord still has the bunt on. He very visibly told Caden Hullick to hit it to right field, but that could have been a dodge. And he hits a looper to, oh. He fought it off. A little bit further, would have dropped in and been trouble, but...
Batting for the Eagles, number 2, Jay Carnicella.
One out, runner in scoring position. One 1-0 pitch to Carnicella. Curveball. That's a nice pitch. Strike 1. Curveball inside. 3-1 count. Pops it back. Odd foul ball, hit a railing, hit a handrail. Sorry we lost that. It was a foul ball by Carnicella. And he calls him out on strikes with a full count. There's that outside corner pitch again that umpires love to give to the pitcher.
Number 11, Garrett Standifer.
Pick off. It's a good job by Walker Shaddix drawing the throws. Eagles have scored 2 runs as a result of errant pickoff throws by the Chargers. So every time they throw the ball around like that, it creates opportunities. There's a time called by the catcher. Curveball hung up there too high. Got a timeout. Keep your eyes on Walker Shaddix at second base. Coach Lord called him over while the catcher and pitcher were having a conference and told him something. Might just be a distraction, but something's going on. Ground ball up the middle. Nice stab by the second baseman, but he can't make the play, but he saved a run. That was an excellent play by the second baseman.
Now batting for Jupiter Christian.
It's little things like that that make a difference in a game, especially if the Chargers can get out of this inning without surrendering a run. That play by number 15 at second base could make a big difference in the game. Curveball. Noonan hits it up the middle. That's a single. They had the infield split wide. Noonan's fired up. Noonan's fired up. Had a little shoot the bow and arrow gesture that drew some comments from the Suncoast dugout there along first base. But it's teenagers having fun, playing baseball. Another 2-out rally for the Eagles, their third of the game. They now lead 7-6 here in the bottom of the 6th. Got runners on first and second. Clayton Moore at the plate. Wind's back to swirling from right field to left field and then coming back in from left field. Got the fastball by him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm betting on an outside curveball. And work that outside corner the ump's been giving him all day. They throw a breaking ball low, but not too low. And that's where the catcher's setting up now. Runners are going. Oh, he broke the curveball on the inside part of the plate, but I mean, that looked like a strike, but again, umpires at the high school level, most do not like to call the inside corner. They call the outside corner, and they call pitches that are outside the outside corner strikes, but they really don't like to call that inside pitch, and that makes it difficult for pitchers. Standifer stole third on that curveball, and now we've got runners on the corners. 2-2 count. Let's see if they send Noonan. He's going. Noonan took off trying to draw a rundown to score the run. Pitcher wisely just held the ball. we got a full count. Missed a pitch there. It's an outside fastball after Noonan ran to second while the pitcher was still in his stretch. Pitcher didn't throw, let him go. And Moore pops it straight up, slams his bat multiple times, throws his bat. Nice catch by the second baseman, his second great play of the inning. Here we go, Charlie Nichols batting to lead off the top of the 7th. If the Eagles can hold them scoreless, they take the victory. Got Espinal on the mound for his 3rd inning pitching. Clayton Moore behind the plate, Walker Shaddix at first, Dom Galuzzo at short, Dom Galuzzo at second, Jay Carnicella at short, Caden Hullock at 3rd, Noah Noonan in left, Christian Hullock in center, and Garrett Standifer in right. Scoreboard not keeping up with the strike count. Ooh, that was close, but it was outside. 2 balls, 1 strike, no matter what the scoreboard said. Oh, the scoreboard just caught up. 2-1 count. Pops it foul. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Ooh. Nice curveball, but it looked like it broke a little late, and he called it as it crossed the plate, a little high. Strike 3. Blew the fastball by him. Crunch time now.
Now batting for the Chargers, number 15, Jack Stafford.
Now Stafford's made 3 outstanding plays in the field, 2 just in the last inning that saved numerous runs. If it wasn't for Stafford last inning, the Eagles would have scored at least 2 more runs. Made a beautiful diving stop of a ground ball up the middle that prevented a run, and then made the diving catch on the windblown pop-up right on the mound. So no matter what he does here at bat, he's kept his team in the game. He hits it hard to left. Oh, Noah Noonan tried to make the diving grab. It got by him. Christian Hullock picks it up. He's going to throw it all the way in and hopefully stop the... He does. Beautiful throw from the fence by Christian Hullock. Beautiful long throw to prevent the runner from getting an inside the park home run. Normally when you see an outfielder dive like that and the ball gets by him to the fence, especially in the corners like that, it means an inside the park home run, especially on a major league size field like this, like Roger Dean Stadium. But Hullock was on the move backing up and was able to make the long throw into the infield to hold the runner to 3 bases. We're back now after Coach Lord visited the mound. There's a pop-up in foul territory. Oh, nice attempt by Walker Shaddix, runs into the dugout barrier. All 1 count, we got timeout on the field. Oh, there's a pass ball. That's going to let the tying run score. Might have been a wild pitch, hard to see from this angle. So missed diving attempt and left leads to 3 bases and 1 either wild pitch or pass ball later. Suddenly it's a 7-7 ball game here in the top of the 7th. Fouled late. One-two pitch. Curveball, chopper to Galuzzo at second. Throws it in the dirt, but Walker Shaddix scoops it out. It's a nice play by Galuzzo, rushing in to make sure he had time to make that play. Shaddix makes the nice grab at first, and there's 2 outs.
Now batting for the Chargers, number 29, Matt Lambertson.
In the dirt, ball 1. There's a strike. Right down Main Street. Chopper to the pitcher. He should have let the third baseman handle that, but
We go to the bottom of the 7th. The Chargers come up with a run. The score, Suncoast.
so here we are, bottom of the 7th. Tie game 7-7. First pitch to Galuzzo. He strokes a single to the gap. Got Galuzzo on first. Let's see if Coach puts a pinch runner in. I think he's going to put a pinch runner in here. Yep. Once a game, especially in a tight situation, Eagles have a couple of very fast players on the bench ready to come in as reserves. Galuzzo's a great hitter, good fielder, not the fastest runner. So this is a smart move by Coach.
And Wesley Johnson.
That's Weston Johnson.
Now batting for JCS, number 8, Christian Harlick.
Holly at bat, game on the line. There's a timeout. They've got the third baseman in on the edge of the grass, worried about a bunt. I don't think you're going to see Hollick bunting in this situation. But the outfielders are in pretty shallow, especially center and left. Outside. Got a lefty pitching for Suncoast now. One 0 to Hullick. Fouls it back. One pitch to Hullick. Up. Umpire wants a protective fielder for the pitcher warming up. And we're back to live action. Hullick's doubled and tripled and popped up to second base. Runners going, they had him picked off. He's going to be, oh, they got him. It takes the potential game-winning run off the bases. One out. Hullick takes a strike. Again, generous outside corner given by the umpire. He's been doing that all game. Hitters have to adjust. 1-2 count to Hullick. Wind's starting to blow a little out towards right. And he lines it right back up the middle, almost takes the pitcher's head off. Adjusted to the curveball. Too bad about the pickoff, the good move by the lefty pitcher. That might have that would have put a runner on third base with no outs. Espinal up, runner on first. One out. There's another generous outside corner call.
He's been consistent.
Espinal pops it up. Third baseman makes the grab. And that brings up Walker Shaddix with 2 outs. Miscues have really hurt the Eagles today, on defense especially, where they've surrendered 5 runs that they really shouldn't have on errors, wild pitches, pass balls, and they've squandered a couple of runs on the bases. Oh, there's a pass ball. Actually, wild pitch. The catcher did a good job blocking it, but that puts Christian Hullick in scoring position. Game-winning run on second base. Shaddix hits a ground ball to third base. Nice play by the third baseman with pressure on. We go to extra innings. All 2 to Shaddix. Nice block by the catcher. 3-0 to Shaddix. And they've called it a tie game. I think in part because the stadium is being set up for the Mets and Cardinals single A minor league professional game in a couple of hours. They've got to get started working on the field. So it's a tie.